Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Habib Izzuddin bin Morhaimie. For this assignment, I carried out a plant propagation journal for garden balsam. The purpose of this journal is to document the propagation process from the planting stage until the early growth stage of the plant. Garden balsam, also known as rose balsam, is an ornamental flowering plant that is commonly grown in gardens and landscapes. Its botanical name is Impatient balsamina, and it belongs to the family of Balsaminaceae. This plant is indigenous to tropical and subtropical regions of Southern and Southeast Asia. This plant was selected because it can easily propagate from seeds, and its growth can be observed within a short period. For garden balsam, seeds are obtained from a mature parent plant after the flowering stage. Once the flower have bloomed and started to dry, seed pods will form on the plant. These seed pods contain the garden balsam seeds. When the seed pods become mature, they will dry and become ready for collection. The pods should be collected carefully because garden balsam seed pods can burst open when touched. After collecting the pods, the seeds can be removed, cleaned, and stored in a dry place before planting. The materials and tools used for this propagation process were garden balsam seeds, a plastic pot, cocoa-peat growing medium, water, and a phone camera to record the process. The plant was also placed in a suitable area with enough light exposure to support the growth. For planting process, first, the growing medium was prepared. Cocoa-peat was used as the growing medium because it can retain moisture well and provide soft medium for seed germination. If you use hard-growing medium such as dense soil, it will give high risk of plant stress. Next, the plastic pot was prepared as the planting container. Its function is to retain the soil from erosion and provide microenvironment for roots. After the plastic pot was prepared, the cocoa peat was put into the pot. After that, the garden balsam seeds was prepared. Then, seeds were took out from the packaging and placed into the growing medium. The seeds were then covered lightly with cocoa peat. This is important because the seeds should not be buried too deeply to avoid difficulty in germination process. After planting, the medium was watered gently to provide moisture for germination. The seeds were watered every morning to minimize water loss due to evaporation and ensure seeds are well hydrated before peak sun. The photographic record was taken to show the whole propagation process. It included the seed source, the planting steps, the weekly progress, and the final condition of the plant. During week 1, no visible shoot had appeared yet. In this stage, the seed was still in the early germination process. The cocoa peat was kept moist to help the seed to develop. During week 2, the first seedling started to emerge from the growing medium. Small green seed coats were visible, showing that germination had successfully started. During week 3, the seedling became taller and more stable. The stem was more visible, and the leaves started to develop further. This showed that the plant was adapting well to the growing condition. During week 4, the plant showed clearer growth. More leaves had developed, and the seedling appeared healthier and stronger compared to the earlier weeks. At this stage, the propagation could be considered successful because the seed had germinated and continued to grow. Next, we move on to what I obtained throughout the documentation. Based on the observation, the propagation process was successful. The garden balsam seed was able to germinate and develop into young seedling. We can see clearly the growing phase of the plant from week 1 to week 4. Next, there are several factors that lead to successful propagation process. Firstly, coco peat helps the plant growth because it can retain moisture well. This keeps the seed in a suitable condition for germination. The soft texture of the peat also allowed the young roots to grow more easily after the seed started to germinate. Secondly, the pot provided enough space for the early development of the garden balsam seedling. During the first few weeks, the plant was still small, so the pot was suitable for roots and shoot growth. It also made the plant easier to manage and observe weekly. Thirdly, regular watering helped maintain suitable moisture in the coco peat. This was important because the seed and young seedling needed water for germination and growth. However, the water had to be controlled because too much water could damage the roots or cause the medium to become waterlogged. Lastly, light exposure helped the garden balsam develop its leaves. After germination, the seedling needed light for photosynthesis, which allows the plant to produce food and continue growing. The development of more leaves during week 3 and week 4 showed that the light played an important role in the plant's growth. Throughout the journaling process, I had encountered some problems and limitations. First, no visible growth was observed during week 1 because the seed was still in early germination stage. This made it difficult to evaluate the plant's progress at the beginning. Next, only one plant was observed throughout the assignment. Because of this, the result may not represent the growth performance of all garden balsam seeds. Different seeds germinate at different rates depending on the seed quality and growing conditions. Last but not least, the plant height was not measured every week. Therefore, the growth comparison was mainly based on the photographs and videos instead of numerical data. This means the observation was more visual than quantitative. In conclusion, seed propagation was an effective method for growing garden balsam. The plant successfully grew from seed into a young seedling within 4 weeks. The use of coco peat, regular watering, and a suitable light exposure help support the growth process. This method is simple and suitable for propagating ornamental plants such as garden balsam. This assignment helped me understand that plant propagation requires proper preparation, consistent observation, and a suitable environment conditions. Garden balsam is useful as an ornamental flowering plant for home gardens and landscaping. Seed propagation is also practical because it is simple, low cost, and suitable for beginners. With a proper care, this method can be used to produce more garden balsam plants in the future.